Alright guys, we have the part 2 LR for Tanabata, which is going to be a Wrathful Broly. He's finally getting some more rep in Dokkan. It's been too long. Of course, this was revealed last night or early hours for me at the special live event they had held. I saw all the posts. I saw them on the way home from work. And I couldn't make a video because it was too early in the morning, so we're doing it now. I really like this art, by the way. Broly looks like an absolute monster on his LRR. I think that looks so sick. So he's going to lead Exploding Rage category with Ki plus 4, HP and attack and defense, plus 220%. When you activate the entrance animation upon the character's entry, he will gain Ki plus 4, damage reduction rate of 40% for 1 turn, and another Ki plus 3, and damage reduction rate of 30% for 3 turns. So that means on turn 1, Broly will be getting a combined total of Ki plus 7 and 70% damage reduction. A bit of a drop off when you consider how hard enemies are hitting nowadays to just go down to 30% for 3 turns. And even after that, he will lose it. So hopefully he's got more in the rest of his passive. But turn 1, looking fairly strong, especially when you couple it with his basic effects. 260 attack and defense and guaranteed guard. So turn 1 looking like a great slot 1 option. 70% damage reduction and guard. Or even in slot 2 after you super attack first, he's going to be beefed up. Then for every attack performed, Ki plus 1 up to 5. 50% defense up to 400%. And a chance to crit of 20% up to 100%. So Broly's going to get a ton of extra defense, which doesn't even take too long to build up. This is literally 8 attacks. And I know that's a little bit on the longer side, but when you consider on turn 1, you can put him in slot 1, put him in harm's way, and how many attacks are coming during these kind of hard fights, you can kind of get most of that built up within about 2 turns and still have a decent amount of defense, so it doesn't take too long. And then the guaranteed crit as well. So Broly's always going to be doing some damage. I like that a lot. Then for every attack received, Ki plus 1 up to 5 and 40% attack up to 300%. Launches an additional attack that's a 50% chance to become a super attack for 4 turns. Or no, up to 4 times. Oh, damn. So that means if Broly receives 4 attacks, he could possibly super attack 4 extra times in 1 turn. That's kind of crazy, because then you consider the base super attack, which is 5. Then the hidden potential, if that pops as well, that's 6. Damn, that's actually, that's a little bit nutty. Then for every super attack the enemy launches at the character, Broly would get an extra 30% attack and defense. Okay. I mean, usually, or majority of the time, that's only going to be 1. If you are facing some of the enemies, because there aren't many who do super attack multiple times at a character during the turn, that will build up. But this is actually, no, this isn't within a turn. This is in general. So if Broly manages to get super attacked each time, or every turn, or majority of the time, he's constantly getting 30% attack and defense every time an enemy supers him. Of course, he's going to get way more attack and defense as well if they have multiple super attacks and Broly manages to catch a few each turn. Damn, so that means you can kind of almost... Obviously, it's not going to happen, but you can kind of almost build up his attack and defense by 30% infinitely. He looks really strong. Like, especially during the first turn appearance. After this, he gets a ton of extra stats with guard. So, I'm kind of thinking once this goes away with the guard and all this extra stats and whatever he's getting on super attack, he should be okay. Because he's getting a lot. 400% here, 300% here. This is infinite. He's looking really good. It's a unit that I definitely want to see more from in-game right now. Then when receiving an unarmed super attack, he will have a 70% chance to nullify it, gain 260 attack, and temporarily counter with tremendous power. They really took how Broly was in the movie, where the more he fought Jeets and Goku, the stronger he got. They took that to heart when making his passive. He looks like a lot of fun to use. Like a lot of fun to use. Now, the funny thing is, if Broly doesn't get super attacked at all, he gets none of this extra attack and defense build up whatsoever. But the counter as well, to go with all the extra stats and the guard, and also an extra 260 attack, especially coupled with the 300% in total here. Kind of crazy. I said he's getting a lot of stats. Don't forget, guaranteed crit up here as well. Link skills are Saiyan Warrior Race, Prodigies, Berserker, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. But yeah, that also means like one big crit counter. Then on his active skill, this can be activated starting from the 3rd turn from the character's entry. So a really, really quick active skill condition. Always big fans of those. He'll massively raise the attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to the enemy, 60% defense, and foresees enemy super attack for 1 turn. So not only that, he also has an enemy scouter. Yes, it's only for 1 turn, but it kind of couples with his passive where you can, obviously if possible, put Broly in harm's way so he can tank a super attack to carry on building that attack and defense. It's only 30%, but you can guarantee it for Broly if possible. And then his categories are Exploding Rage, Movie Bosses, Pure Saiyans, Rapid Growth, Giant Ape Power, Gifted Warriors, Super Bosses, Uncontrollable Power, and Mission Execution. On 12 key, he's stacking attack and defense and causing colossal damage to the enemy. And on 18 key, he's also stacking attack and defense and causing mega colossal damage. So all those possible additional supers that Broly can do up to 4 times, you can stack every time Broly super attacks. Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing because that means you can have very fast build up because you can possibly super anywhere from 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 times with the hidden potential system and skill orbs. And you're stacking on both 12 and 18 key super. So you're stacking Broly stats up very quickly because you're supering potentially so many times. Of course, if you get lucky with RNG. And along with building up all those extra stats. You know, the 300% attack, 400% defense. Along with also having a counter along the way as well. And the extra attack and defense from being supered. I definitely think he might be a tiny bit vulnerable early on. Once the damage reduction is gone. Or mainly the total of the 70% after turn 1. But once you get him going, I think Broly's fine. Extremely short content. I'll be really intrigued to see how he does, considering he does have so many possibilities to stack. Obviously, if you don't get lucky enough and you miss the additional supers, it could be a little bit more techie for him. But if you do get lucky with RNG, I'll be really intrigued to see how quickly you can stack him, even with not hitting all of them and even missing some in short content. But like, even that kind of middle ground, even like a turn 8, turn 10 kind of situation, I think Broly's fine. And I think he's going to be really good because he just gets so many extra stats and also stacks infinitely. And then when it comes to Festival of Battles, I think Broly probably just destroys it. Because you build up his passive and then he's stacking on both 12 and 18 for the remainder of the fight while having guard. I think Broly just walks Festival of Battles by looking at his kit. Perfect for long form. Looks really, really good and solid. And I really want to see how he does in kind of that middle ground. Short form content obviously going to be his most vulnerable. But I'm still intrigued to see how he does, especially with all the quick stat build-ups he does have and how many possibilities to stack. But let me know what you think of him down in the comments and let's go react to his animations. Already, Broly is looking stunning.
I can't believe how incredible.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. I didn't mean to pause it so soon. What's this shot? I get this is from the movie, but why have we got green aliens arching in Dokkan?
But still, it's
Crazy.
not right.
Crazy. That was not on my 2025 bingo card. Ah, that looks so sick. One thing Dokkan's always going to do with Broly is they're going to do him right. They're always going to have Broly looking absolutely amazing, and they're always going to make him look like a monster. These animations are crazy. Broly looks so good. Oh, they got the thing where he throws him into the ground.
They keep fighting. Broly's gonna be killed.
We can't let this be his end.
Dokkan killed it. Dokkan killed it with these. Yo, that looks so good. This makes me want to watch Dragon Ball Super Broly. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to watch it after this. Wow. Wow. If you told me that was an anniversary unit, I probably would have believed you. Those animations are insane. I need to play them again. Look how good Broly looks in all of this. Again, in 2025, seeing Chile arched over was not on my bingo card, but here we are. These animations are amazing. They are amazing. I want Broly. I mean, he looks really good, but I mainly want Broly for his animations. I just want to watch these over and over again. Like, that shot is so cold. No pun intended because of the ice. These are probably some of my favorite animations from this year. And we've had the anniversary, GDC Part 1 and 2. These are still probably some of my favorite animations from this year alone, along with Rose. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, I love these animations. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think of Broly's kit? Do you like him? Do you not? What do you think of his animations? I think they are sensational. But let me know as well if you're going to be summoning down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day. And peace.